Good evening, guys. I'm your host, Philip Kalinko. That is Moreland Bound, and this is the NFT Show.
And it's Freestyle Friday, favorite day
It
of the
is
week.
Freestyle Friday. It is. It is. I think Saturday is my favorite day. But
Oh yeah,
because Friday means that Saturday is tomorrow, by
it's
inference,
it's Saturday Junior. It's like it's
exactly,
almost there.
exactly. And it also means I get to catch up on all my NFT stuff because I can go through the night and not have to worry about
you
being
can
up too early the next day.
you can be one of the those late night degens, just
Well, it
trading and
depends.
flipping and buying and
It depends
researching.
what's minting, right? You got to
Yeah.
be there. What do
Well,
you?
you had
You
a
know,
big mint today.
I
You had a
did.
big mint.
I minted Clementine's Nightmare, which
That's gonna be huge.
we did cover, and that
Hmm.
one we got a link because we covered it and we were very bullish. I actually got it through NFT Nate's Patreon. He's got a secret little 25 people patron, which is really cool. He's kept it intimate, so that we get the spots and whatever. But yeah, was very, very happy. Let's actually, I think that's a great way to start. Let's check it out because I haven't
Yeah,
had a
see what it's
chance.
doing.
I haven't had a chance to check it out. I know I minted one, and I know it was point 0.25, and that's all I know. I have no idea what it is now. I have been incredibly busy, so let's have a look together.
Nice. It's all
Yeah,
right. Little
Clementine's Nightmare.
4x.
Yeah, I'm not selling. I really am. Listen, I could be wrong, but I'm very bullish on this project long term. They've got the game. The art is really in a world of its own. The team is fully doxed and amazing. Definitely watch the video if you haven't. Just want to see here because OpenSea's floor has been very delayed and glitchy. So I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that none of these are actually for sale. So I'm just opening all of these in new tab because it's so irritating, and you must be careful. You see, you must be careful if you're gonna. That one is for sale. Okay, that one is for sale. You must be careful if you're gonna list just to do what I just did, because often the floor will say 1.03, but the floor could actually be 1.15 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So look at that volume. It just minted a few hours ago.
It's crazy.
Only whitelist so far. Already has 1,000 trades. Let's look at the history and see what it went up to. And then just a reminder to anyone that's with us, this is Freestyle Fridays, guys. So there is no script.
Yeah.
Wherever the NFT wins take us, we will go.
Or
And that
your
includes
questions. Or your questions.
exactly that includes you
Wherever your
guys.
questions take us.
If you do a comment, we'll show it if it's appropriate. And if you've got any questions, let us know. So look, it went as high as 1.2, 1.3 at a stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I'm holding. I wish I could have minted two. I'm sure I would have from the beginning. I was one of the first to mint. It wasn't those that I did a wait and see. I was really that bullish on it. But my usual strategy is minting two, and then
Excuse me.
when it gets like 2-3x, selling one. So the one I keep is pure profit. It's
Yeah.
been covered in. You were looking at the populars earlier.
Yeah, they finally revealed today. So I got my reveal. I'll share my screen.
Share your
So this
screen.
is
I'm gonna
mine.
go look at mine as well.
This is my guy. I'm happy with it. Like I
He
was
looks
seeing.
similar to the sort of logo type thing. He looks very
Yeah,
typical.
yeah, but I don't mind. I don't mind it. Like I was looking through the collection, and I'll share it in a sec. But like I like that it's a little more simple. When there's too many traits, it just starts to look busy to me. But I like this guy. He's as of now, he's got some decently rare traits. They are still revealing, so I haven't even gone to check my rarity yet, and I don't really
Are
care,
those
to be honest.
traits
But
are those traits correct, or does it change as they
it's
reveal?
been changing, yeah, because they've been revealing as a like as of noon my time, so the last 2.5 hours. So some people have been kind of lurking in their Discord. Some people are still haven't revealed theirs yet, and so traits are going to change and that sort of thing. But Yeah, I like it. I don't know if
I'm going to
you
reveal
know what I
mine.
mean? Like this. Oh, live reveal. Let's do it.
How do you
This
want
one to me looks a little busy. Like some of them look busy to me, but others
to?
just I don't know. Even this one right here on the floor. Like I love this one. It's simple traits, but like really clean and cool looking. I don't
It's
know.
probably not for sale. The
It's,
OpenSea is so bloody bugged.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
anymore. It's
you
gone.
see, it's so irritating.
It's gone.
Let me type in the populars on my side. You want to do a live reveal for anyone who
Yeah,
doesn't know how to?
let's
All
do
right,
it.
so just let's share my screen and I'll show you anyone who doesn't know how to. I'm just trying to search for it. Anyone who doesn't know how to refresh metadata on OpenSea to, like, when you hear a project has just revealed, but yours isn't showing.
Do the populars maybe?
I'm just going to
Or
say pop.
will it, yeah, it'll come up. It should come up. No.
What's it called, bro?
The populars. But if yours is unrevealed, it might just say unrevealed.
See, there's my Clementine.
Yeah.
And I got
And your
a Camel
commie.
Vibe.
Yeah.
They had, what happened with their mint?
Yeah, they had some issues there. So I was watching and waiting to kind of mint, and I didn't wait long. I saw it was kind of flying up there. There it is. There's your pops. But yeah, I saw that the numbers were going, like the minted numbers were going up. I decided to jump in and mint mine, and then within 20 minutes, they made an announcement in their Discord. We found a bug in the contract. Anyone that minted 3 only had to pay the price of 1. So they stopped their contract, tried to make a quick fix. That quick fix was to only allow 1 mint
But then the
per
price went to
wallet, but then
point
the
two
price went to
for
point
one.
2 for 1.
That's
So
when I tried to mint. And then I thought,
yeah,
screw this. And then I
yeah.
came back later.
So something happened there, and then they fixed that, and then they paused it again, held a voice chat AMA stage in their Discord, and yeah, they're gonna figure it out and launch it. So
Well, it's not too
it's
bad.
not like it's completely collapsed, and people are still buying them. Like there are
Yeah.
sales from what's going on the secondary market, like because
Look,
this
as
is
long
just a
as mint
whitelist.
price, yeah, as long as mint price stays, as long as floor price stays above mint price, which it is currently, mint is 0.06, then I think they could get past it. Also, the good news is that it's a smaller collection, which is good for them. I mean, if this was a 10,000, they might be in trouble. But looking okay, I do think that, yeah, let's see.
Well,
We'll
I was
watch the
trying to be
space.
patient with it, and like I was watching the numbers minted, and I was just sort of, okay, this is going. I think it'll probably make sense to mint now. And then literally 10 minutes, 20 minutes after I minted, they made that announcement, and I was like, crap.
Yeah, I'm the same, and I think we both need to stop doing it. When you have whitelist, which you and I got together with some of our community members in our Discord from the NFT show, when you have whitelist, you don't need to rush. You
Yeah.
can wait that full 12, 24 hours before. And
I
I
got
do the
caught up
same.
in the hype. Got caught up
I
in the
know it's not
hype.
the hype with me. I'm just OCD, and that's not good for the
Just
space.
get it off the checklist. All right, that's
Exactly, bro.
done.
I'm that guy, right? I list something for sale at the floor price 0.5, and then I start bidding myself down because it's not selling within a second. There's no one under me. That's me. But let's do this live
Yeah,
reveal.
let's do it.
So you go into your NFT. Just 1 second. Go into your NFT. Click refresh metadata. Give it like a second. Do Control F5 or refresh and it should appear.
There it
Yeah, look at
is.
him.
Oh, that's sick,
Morland, he looks like
Philip.
you. He
Yeah,
looks
he's
like
got
you.
the.
Yeah,
Yo,
look.
that is so sick. I love that one.
I
I
got
love
Morland.
it. He's got the stomach tat too. So the traits come up as numbers. They didn't want to do them as like
Words
descriptive
yet.
words, especially I think because it would be like Pikachu ears, right, for yours, because that would be like trademark, right? So you couldn't really have that. So I don't
Well, they're
know.
going to keep them. They're going to keep them as numbers.
I believe so. As far as I know, I think. I'm
So the
not
hand
sure.
accessory, is looking at this point is looking the rarest at 1%.
Not
But as
many
you
of them
said,
have hand accessories either. I've been
that's
noticing.
going to change. That's going to
Yeah.
change as more come out. But yeah, I'm happy. We like the
Oh
project.
man, I love
There's not that
yours.
much
I'm
pressure.
jealous. I'm jealous of yours.
There's not that much pressure when it comes to mints at this price for me. 0.0. I bought into. I also had whitelist for Never Fear Truth. And every project that I'm in, Kaiju Kings, we're all doing. I actually won that whitelist I think 12 times, right? Because I just entered the raffle everywhere I could. Magic Mushroom, Clubhouse, Kosher,
Yeah.
all of them, all my crypto, Maury's, and I won in at least about, to be honest, maybe 4 that I saw. But then I started to get worried, bro. They weren't minting so fast, and it's a big buy in 0.6. We did cover it, and I did mention I wasn't happy that there's only like 7 artworks or something, and they
Yeah.
all derivatives of those artworks. So I just got out, bro, in a
Oh,
rush.
you sold it or?
Yeah, so I didn't lose. I didn't make, but I got out break even. I'm just going through my activity here. Never Fear Truth. So I paid 0.6 and I got out at 0.684 yesterday, like pretty much 2 or 3. I was watching it for 3 hours, and then I thought, nah, it went all the way to 0.75.
Did they sell
And
out?
here,
They sold
I
out
actually
or?
don't know, bro. I haven't. Let's look. I haven't looked. Not yet, but
No.
remember one thing. These guys have got, I think, at least 2, but maybe 3 separate whitelists, right?
Okay.
So they have been very careful in slowly releasing it. The next one is only in 1 or 2 days, so it's impossible that it would have sold out. I mean, yeah, not bad volume traded, obviously, because everyone can only mint one. The ownerships there, obviously, the team minted 200.
Yeah.
That's the only way that could have happened unless there was something in their contract. Um, but yeah, I mean, there is activity. But also, I have and I had maybe 12 mints that I have whitelist for coming up either today, tomorrow, or the next day. And I don't want zero point 0.6 ETH tied up in this project for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
I really was always buying this for a flip, and it didn't go the way I thought. With that said, it's very possible that when the full 11,000 are minted, that there will become that that demand for it. And a lot of people don't know that there's 2 or 3 whitelists and are thinking, why isn't this pumping? And when they all of a sudden
It's a
see
big
11,000,
collection though. 11,000.
yeah,
That's a
at
huge.
0.6,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean
a big.
that's big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So
Johnny
those
Depp.
guys, yeah, that's what happened there. I got in and I got out. Should we take a look at the
Yeah,
market?
let's take a look at what's going on.
So first, let's start today at ETH. ETH has pulled back from about 3.1. It was sitting for quite a few days. It's pulled back substantially. I mean, that's a 10% correction in the last 48 hours, of which 4% has been in the last 24 hours. That's good news for NFTs in general. Although, with that said, I did take a look at the blue chips, and we are down, 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 my friend. The big blue chips, right? So
Yeah.
if we, with the exception of my NFT world, bro, can you believe that?
Metaverse land. It's a safe bet. I feel like it's a safe bet.
But especially NFT worlds, they have got so much going on. They launched their dashboard. You can log in. It's integrated with Minecraft.
Yeah.
And the sub collection that we covered, and I said was a buy at 0.3 in our show that we did, with projects under half an ETH. Grey Boys, so their little avatars from the same team. Sorry, not a part of the collection. Look at that.
They freaking took off.
Look
I
at that,
know.
bro.
It's
I
crazy.
bought I
Good.
bought 2 at 0.3 when I advised everyone to not. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
often wrong. I'm not tooting my own horn. All I'm saying is that if you did get in at that stage, congratulations. I sold 1 at just under 1 ETH. So my style. If I 3x and I've got 2, I sell 1. So I sold 1 just under an ETH. and I'm holding. I'll tell you why this is pumped. First of all, their game is finished finally, and second of all, you can earn 20 world a day by playing their game. So they
Wow.
have integrated it into their NFT world ecosystem, like I speculated they would, because it's the same owners, and they were saying from the beginning that they wouldn't forget Grey Boys, and so Grey Boys have pumped, pumped. So that actually leads me to the next thing. Can I show you the next thing?
Yeah, let's see.
There's another 2 collections that I know of that have launched recently that have not yet pumped, that are also integrated into the world token.
Okay.
Do I have your attention?
Secrets, yeah.
Now,
Inside
the
secrets.
one I did sell, because when I saw that I've got the best one, the Grey Boy, and the price on this one had pumped to 0.6 or whatever. But the first one is Hero Galaxies, and this one, guys, is also a game, and you will also be earning World Token. It's been announced by both projects, Hero Galaxies and NFT Worlds. So this is one, and the entry point is big. It's really pumped. It's gone from about 0.2 after mint, only minted on the 12th. 0.27, 0.3, 0.5, and 0.6 now. So this one I was going to hold, but when the Grey Boys announced that they were doing the world token, I thought, listen, I'd rather have the liquidity, a quick 2.5x. I got out, but this is a great project to get into, and there's a cheaper one that's less known that I did buy and that I'm holding. But also, if it pumps, I'll get out because I've got Grey Boys, and I'm not playing any of these games, bro. I don't have the time. I wish I was a kid. To be paid to play games. I would
Get your
be a
kids to
millionaire.
play. Get your kids to play.
Yeah, I
You
think it's
you buy the NFT and give them access to the game, and then they
but
go
it's
and
brilliant.
play.
It's brilliant. Child labor
Yeah,
without it being.
exactly. But they don't even know because they're playing video
Yeah,
games. They
it's
have no
actually
idea.
brilliant. It's brilliant. And I make it so cool. Guys, I downloaded this new game for you. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Dad. Especially from Dad.
But you have to
And
play
no
8 hours a day.
no iPad limits anymore. No screen time. Take off the screen time monitoring
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
iPad. There we go. That's the answer.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is the other one. Skux verse pass. Also linked in with the world token. Obviously, do your own research. But I did buy one yesterday, and I'm still holding. And I think that this is just going to continue as people realize what this is. So we missed the Gray's boat. Maybe not even, because this could still go a lot higher, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But if your entry point is lower, here's another 2 options for you that allows you into the world ecosystem, right? So that's where we get NFT worlds. But let's look at our big boys here. The Bored Ape Yacht Club sitting at 90 ETH. Their high was 125 ETH for a good 2 weeks. That's where it was sitting. So you've got a good, 35% discount on Bored Apes at the moment. Still a lot of money.
Still expensive.
I mean, Azuki is incredible. It is just holding and holding and holding. It's a bit down, but not much, not like everything else. So, I mean, this one is just truly, truly incredible. The outlier of them all. Clone X, I'm waiting for it to come to 10. It's slowly getting there.
You'll get your mark out of eventually.
ETH needs to go to 5,000. Then I can get my Clone X, and then it can pull. Then it can pull backs. This MFers, bro, I can't believe it. Sitting at a 3 ETH floor price. Obviously, there must be more going on than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Good team, a whole lot of stuff happening. But I mean, I dismissed these at 0.2. I dismissed them at half an ETH.
There's been a lot of big name like flippers talking a lot about it, like the Nifty Alpha. They've been talking about it a lot on their show, and like, I don't know, maybe it's just one of those sort of, because people are talking about it, hype type pumps.
There's substance. There's substance. Yeah, I don't know the substance. I did read an article And bro, it's Friday. I mean, I have no idea what I read, but it's something to do with an amazing team and lots of stuff going
Okay.
on. I mean, and we've seen a whole lot of derivatives already. Ape MFers, where I saw it, where they were talking about it, and I was working while I was listening to the YouTube,
Right.
the Nifty Alpha.
Okay.
They were
Yeah.
talking about it and they were going into detail. And I heard a lot of bullish stuff, but I don't remember exactly. My Pure Mutant has gone from 25 to 18. What are other blue chips? Here's our Grey Boys sitting number 15. They're climbing, baby. They're
Yeah.
climbing. Sandbox, I bought a Sandbox Alpha Pass yesterday.
Oh, nice.
For 0.3 Ethereum. They've closed the Alpha 1. So I bought an Alpha 1 on the secondary, and now they're launching Alpha 2, but they're going to be giving benefits to Alpha 1. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Some of the benefits that they gave to Alpha 1, which I didn't hold, I only started yesterday. I also was listening to someone who I respect in the space. Some of the benefits of it is that they give you free sand token and lots of airdrops. Don't know why it's not sorting it.
Yeah, they did a massive airdrop of sand token when they launched their alpha of their game or something. I remember they did that.
So, and they've dropped 3 or 4 secondaries. So this is what I bought here, the Alpha Pass at 0.37. Okay, so I got in really early because when people realize that Alpha Pass 2 is coming and that you're going to have benefits by having the Alpha Pass 1, this should go up. So another good piece of alpha, excuse the pun. But yeah, so I did get into that yesterday. It just made me think of it where we saw Sandbox over there. Ali NFT, my brother, did you hear what happened today?
I heard something about it. That they were delisted or something.
They were taken off OpenSea.
But didn't hear anything why.
I don't know the allegations. I do know that they immediately listed on LooksRare and then said they were sorting it out with OpenSea, that they were never actually taken down, but they were paused. And then now, about 12 hours later, they released that they had spoken to OpenSea and they are back up. Not sure what happened there. Also was a very cheap mint, under 0.1, sitting at 0.28. I just hope they have all the rights to the Ali brand, because remember we did cover this one in detail, and this is a great project. It is because Ali is that character in China, the kid's character that's huge. Sort of like what's the kitty one, Hello Kitty in America or whatever. But I just hope they have the rights to it. Why else would they be taking down? I'm completely speculating, but the fact that they're up, I'm sure it will be okay. I hope so.
Yeah,
but
that's
definitely
weird.
a little
it's just weird. Yeah, worrisome when you see things like that happen. But OpenSea is also like kind of notorious for trying to really control everything that goes on. Well, obviously it's their marketplace, but just the other day, what's the project? BitBoy Crypto's project. Pluto is a planet. They lost their blue verification check mark. It was just taken off, and they don't know why. They were complaining about it and eventually got it back, but it's just sort of like they might, I don't know, see some kind of terms of service that they think is being broken, or like a copyright or something. Like, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? But that's what you get when you're dealing with a centralized marketplace, right? Or a centralized business.
And once we're talking about this, Ali NFT, and do they have the rights to Ali brand, which I'm sure they do, and that wasn't the reason, maybe just speculating. But something that has come to our attention, that project that we covered that hasn't minted yet, Koonimals, with Ludwig Kuhn, the son of I think it's James or Jeff Koons.
Jeff
Koons, that very famous artist, sold art pieces for $90 million the one piece, world record for the highest bubble dog art piece sold, that bubble dog or whatever. It's come to light that the family dynamics are not good, that the son and the father don't talk, and that the son is just using the father's name. And this isn't like, the father involved in it. This is the son taking it. I don't know. A lot of red flags. We have updated our Discord community about it and just said, look, not as bullish as we were, by any stretch. And, next second the dad sees it and comes out and orders it to be taken down. I don't know. But I don't want to be involved in a family fight, to be honest. Also, the mint price was high. We also pointed out that there was no team or roadmap on their Discord at all. And we thought it was just because they were really early. I mean, we were in that Discord within 2 days and we covered it within a week. Turns out they're launching next week already, and there's still no roadmap and there's still no team.
It's something like at 1 ETH or something.
Yeah, something mad.
Per NFT. Yeah, it's insane. Anthony in the chat, you just missed us talk about Gray Boys, actually. We could do a quick recap, but we already covered them and their huge pump that's happening.
They're doing well, man. Grey Boys looking beautiful. Just a very quick recap. They are now launching their game. It's official, and you can earn World Token. So we bought it to you at 0.3. We said to you at 0.3, we thought it was a good buy because we knew NFT Worlds was behind it, the same owners as NFT Worlds, and they had said in the Grey Boys chat that they're not leaving Grey Boys behind. I bought 2. I flipped one at 1 ETH, and I'm holding the other. So very bullish, but
just
don't be sorry. Happy to have you.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But it's really awesome to see what they're doing with the whole NFT Worlds ecosystem. And I think this is, you could learn from this too, right? If you see, this is something to look for when you're looking to get into projects. If you hear whispers of a major metaverse partnership with a decent NFT partnership, that could probably really pump. So I don't know, just look out for collaborations in the space of good quality projects, not just
and I think the other point here is watch the founders. If you dig a bit deeper and know who is behind these big projects like NFT Worlds or these amazing projects like NFT Worlds, and then look back, it's quite easy to see the other project that they have built up, and you can always just buy in them and bet on the founders instead of on the project. I see we've got a comment here. Let's see it.
On Kunimals, change their minting
process to whitelist mint. 0.25 fixed public after 1 hour. I hate that. At 0.3, I hate that they only give whitelist 1 hour. What happens if it's 4 a.m? That's still no team, roadmap, and website. Yeah, Farusha, I think there's a lot of red flags here, mate. I mean, I don't know anything, and we say that all the time. Don't know what we're doing here, but when there are so many things stacking up. So now there's the stuff coming out that the father hasn't given permission, and it was from a good source. It was NFT Ethics on Twitter. If you don't follow them, I suggest you do. They really dig deep and find out. And then on top of that, no roadmap, no team. Also that they've now changed from 1 ETH to this, and they're wishy-washy. And why are they in such a rush to mint? From launch of their Discord to mint is 2-3 weeks. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And then why do you only have an hour to whitelist?
Yeah,
you look at like all.
They
want to
rush
stuff.
You. They want to like build that hype and rush
you
into making a quick decision and minting, and then you're out 2.5.
And the problem is the copyright risk is there because
if his dad
his dad's work. If his dad. Like he's probably not interested in NFTs for now, but all of a sudden sees in the newspaper that his son has sold out a collection for $20 million without his permission, and they don't have a good relationship. It just takes one call to his team of attorneys to OpenSea and to the project, and that's it. So is that worth a quarter of an ETH risk, especially in a environment where there are good plays at 0.25? We went through 2 of them already. Watch back this video. Other plays where you can get World Token for playing their game. One of them, which is sitting at a 0.27 ETH floor, already 720 ETH traded. I would much rather buy into this and then spend 0.25 on a project that's just got so many red flags, whether they real or not. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean,
And then what
like
else have we
that,
got?
you today minting your Clementine's Nightmare at 0.25 is a completely different story than minting one of Kunimals
They've
at
built
the
up
same
a
price.
community over 3 months. They've been engaging. There's no rush. They say on it, you've got 24 hours, relax. Completely different. Everything is completely the full docs team. It's chalk and cheese. Chalk
Yeah.
and cheese. Okay, Metaverse guys, another great metaverse play really has gone up. So we're seeing the metaverse NFTs coming up at the moment, which is great to see. Here's our friend Grey Boys. A pleasure, my brother. Cool Pets.
Have they
Cool Pets.
revealed yet? Or they're still
No, I
waiting?
don't think so. Cool Pets, I was expecting more short term, but that doesn't mean anything because I do think this is a great, great project to be involved in at this price.
Well, and you have to remember too, with the whole idea of those pets, you're gonna be feeding them, like you're using your milk token and you're using different element like foods to feed your pet to change its type, right? You could end up with a fire, water, grass type, air type based off what you feed it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays into the reveal. Are they all currently just being transformed into whatever their user, the holder, is feeding them, or are they going to just stay as an egg? You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
I do
And
know.
it's
I don't know how long the feeding is before the reveal. Do they earn milk token as well?
I think so. I think
I don't know. I don't know that they could.
I'm pretty
I
sure
know
they
that
do.
they're going to be used in the game as well. I think it's a
Yeah.
great buy. I really do think it's a great buy at 0.2 in this current market because remember, Cool Cats was sitting at 0.7 freaking 2 months ago, the main collection, right? So to think that we're now saying 2 ETH is a good buy for a sub collection, obviously the market really does change.
What about Tasty Bones? I think they revealed the other day. They've held their floor pretty well.
Did they reveal?
I think they
I could
did.
have missed it. Yeah, I mean, I have heard rumblings
They
about this,
revealed.
that, the team is really great and that, a lot of OGs that I speak to do believe in this long term, a very new collection. But until there's a bit of a proven track record, this is still a risk, in my opinion, too risky for my blood, even though, it does seem, I mean, this could be big reward. I mean, this is a good entry point if it goes to 5 ETH, and it's a bad entry point if it goes to 0. Right?
Yes, up is good, down is bad.
Exactly. I mean,
it's
that's
simple.
pretty much that's the NFTs.
Trade in NFTs.
We
It's
can
so
end the
simple.
show there. Thank you for up is good and down is bad. But yeah, I mean, if you are a bit of a risk appetite type guy, which I have been in my trading career, but now that I'm a 6-month-old man in the space, or 8 months, I'm now a bit less risk appetite. I don't think this is hugely risky that's going to go to 0. I just mean, let's see let the team deliver.
Give it a little time.
I'd much rather buy in at 1.75 in 2 months' time when the pump begins and there's less risk involved. But definitely a cool project, and one to keep your eye on. Again, we got the metaverse plays really pumping. I mean, that's a big jump, which is great to see. Adidas doing really nicely. That's the highest I've ever seen it, 1.5 Ethereum.
I just don't get it. What goes on with that? Like when do you get your because right now it's kind of like you share one NFT sort of, isn't it?
So it's your ticket.
Okay.
It's your ticket into Adidas. You're going to get the 4 physical drops. It's a orange tracksuit that's, how much is that? A $45,000 orange tracksuit, right? And the beanie from someone else, and whatever the physicals.
Okay.
And then look, I think the understanding here is that Nike is doing incredible things, and that this $50 billion company Adidas is not going to sit here with one NFT for much longer, and that these will help you into the next space. Even the name is Adidas Originals into the metaverse. It's like your ticket, right? And that's what's going on here. And I think that's a safe bet because, bro, Nike is their biggest competitor, and here they are, like really, really doing incredibly well, Nike, and everything right. And I can just imagine the big oaks in Adidas calling huge meetings. Where's our metaverse team? And what's going on here? And so I really think it is one to watch for sure. And lots of exciting stuff to come.
That's true. Anthony wants us to take a look at cool.
Okay, well, hopefully it's going to come. Here, guys, this is the one I was talking about, this one that you earn the world token, the Skux Verse Pass. It's not really down 33% on the 24 hours, by the way. This is always wrong, these percentages. It just launched like a few days ago, and it launched at 0.00 whatever. So it's on its way up. Don't listen to that. Our box that they are still making people jump through quests and hoops and do somersaults. I don't get involved in any of it. I hope at the end I actually get a NFT because I'm not doing any of these things. It's the same when you were saying the cool pets. I was thinking, well, what happens if you just don't feed it? What am I going to get?
That was basically what I was getting at. Like, what do you just get, like a little plain blob of a pet, and then it doesn't have any cool fire traits or like, you know what I mean?
But in a way, I wish I was like 12 years old, 15 years old with all the time in the world. I'm busy
and all the money in the world too. 2.5 ETH for an egg.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have that at 15, I guess.
No, but definitely not.
I mean, I'm trying to feed a wife, 3 children, and I think we've got 4 tortoises. We did have 5. But unfortunately, we lost one, and we looked and
sorry to hear that.
A while ago. That's why we got 4, because we had 2. We lost 1. We got another 1 or another 2, just a spare, and then we thought we lost another one. So Bianca got another one, and then we found the one we thought we lost, but we still lost 1. So we left with 4. So I got to feed them, and they do eat a lot of lettuce. So yeah, I don't have time to feed my pretend pet.
Too many mouths to feed.
Now, Psychedelics Anonymous, this one is an exciting project, people. So it has got so many components. I'll just tell you that I am not usually diamond-handed these days. I'm ready to flip at and I minted this with all the passes, a total of 0.2 Ethereum, and I have not flipped. I have all my passes, and I have, and let's have a look. It's probably worth 7 or 8 Ethereum. Everything that I've got now. I got a free total, I got a free second component, and then I minted another thing yesterday that was free for having everything. This thing was also free with a 1 ETH if you have everything else. So I'm really excited about this. This is Vultura's project, right?
It's awesome when you just wake up and you've got something in your wallet like that.
Yeah, I had to pay the gas.
Oh, right? Okay.
But it's still nice.
Yeah, right? It is nice. Yeah.
So I mean, look at this, bro. You're sitting at 4 ETH. It actually said on the other page 4 point something ETH. 405. Okay, similar. So 4 ETH, 4.2, 4.5, 5, 6, 6.5 Ethereum. I mean, that's I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why I haven't sold. This was 4.9 yesterday. But yeah, I mean, a lot of interesting stuff coming. I'm happy that this is one that I diamond hand. And I also got quite a rare. If you look here at the properties, again, I minted him, so I was just lucky. Look at that, 0.16% have the Midnight Star.
Yeah.
I mean, the floor on these is 0.65, which is incredible. Yeah. I mean, here's mine. Why is it here? Looks like mine.
It is yours.
Why is it there? It's not for sale.
Oh, it wasn't all for sale, though. Just has an offer on it, though. Somebody put an offer on.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm very excited for that. Where's our top chart? All right. What else we got here? creeps, bro. Whole ecosystem going on there. Incredible
Yeah,
project as well.
really
I think it's
is.
a game similar to Wolf Game, and everyone sort of dismissed it in the beginning as a copycat. And they've really started to prove their own. It's still early days. I mean, they're a couple of weeks old, but they've also got a lot of sub collections. A good one to be in. And yeah, man, our
So
friends at Hype.
the hype may not have been real with Hape. I
Look,
don't
there's always
know.
going to be consolidation. This was the hot project so far this year. Invisible Friends is going to be the next one.
I'm
Speaking of
honest.
which, my Slim Hoods went from 3 Ethereum to point 6 Ethereum, and my mood roller went from 3 Ethereum to point 4 Ethereum the
After
second
the
they did the snapshot. And
oh
I was too busy. I knew it was going to happen. I mean, we said it in our review
yeah
that that was going to happen.
yeah
They have said that they've got 3D Invisible Friends coming. They've got another Mood Roller collection coming. They've got another. So, they tried, but they've really, really gone down. But I just hope it's worth it. I hope I'm on that Invisible Friends whitelist for owning both. It's not guaranteed, but
yeah.
the chances are probably 95% based on the numbers. Only guaranteed if you own 2 Slim Hoods and 2 Mood Rollers, which they only released when they were sitting at a 2 ETH floor, and I wasn't going to spend 4 ETH to get another one of each.
Just to get a ticket to whitelist. That's
They will be 15 ETH from the get go.
the
There's no question.
invisible friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna be it's gonna be crazy. I can't
yeah.
wait to see. I mean I'm not gonna get one, but I can't wait to see what comes out of that project. But actually, I don't know if you've seen there is a project coming that has people involved with Invisible Friends. I'm not sure if it's the same artist or
Yeah,
something. It's
yeah, yeah. Garbage
garbage garbage can
something.
something or whatever. Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
so
have a
that's the
Twitter
same
right now.
artist. That's
Okay,
the same
yeah.
artist. And they have said that Invisible Friends will get whitelist. So they're doing stuff together with him. So yeah, that is gonna moon. But Invisible
Garbage
Friends
friends. Garbage
but
friends
yeah, but
is what it
Invisible
is.
Friends is gonna moon more. But yeah, it's the same artist. That's where the link is.
Yeah, okay. So
It's
I'm
a
just saying maybe if you can't get an invisible friend, this might be an opportunity to get in by the same artist, right? So
definitely, bro.
here,
Get in that
let me
Discord.
just share my
Mm,
screen. This is their
for sure.
Twitter or yeah, their Twitter right now. So this is all we've got as of now, but yeah, maybe worth a follow, guys, and a little bit of looking
A bell
into.
notification as well,
Yeah, for sure.
so
Here,
that
let's thing
when they open it, yeah,
on.
when they open their Discord. But
Yeah,
yeah, definitely worth keeping that one on your radar for sure. So Coolman's is doing beautifully. Sat so
this.
flat. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say this is one that I've believed in since the start, and yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to get in on it, but like
So talk
I've
to us
followed.
about it.
So the character that's been created here, like that little character, I forget his name. There's a specific name to it. It's like a
3994 is his name.
it's yeah, it's a character that the creator Dan made, and he just sort of posted it on Instagram as like this animated little shorts, and that's actually how I found him. I've been following that guy on Instagram for a long, long time. I just saw one of his videos that went super viral, like I don't know, maybe 5, 6 years ago now, and I
Mm.
followed him, and I just always loved his stuff he put up. And then he decided, hey, why don't I take this character to the next level, bring it into the NFT world? And from what I know, it's just he's got an amazing team. It's got an established following, right? Like it's the character is known and loved by a ton of people already. So the community building was never an issue, and they just want to continue to deliver like everything uh on their roadmap and more, right? It's just a great project. I really think if you were able to get in on this, or if you're willing to pay, what's the floor at now? I'm not sure, but
2.18.
yeah, like I think this is going to be a long-term play.
Yeah,
Like this is a
I agree.
potential future blue chip. Just
And this chart it tells exactly what you're saying. I mean, everything has dipped a bit, at this point, pretty
And
much
I'm
everything.
pretty sure, actually, I'm not in the Discord, but I did hear. Sorry to interrupt you, Philip. I
No,
just
no, not at all.
remembered this. I did hear that he in his own Discord actually said, "Hey guys, just had a meeting with Disney."
I also
So
heard that. But a
so
meeting is very different
yeah,
to a signed contract,
for sure. But it's still in the
especially with
same room.
corporates.
Still in the same
Especially with
room, though.
corporates. Do you know how long it takes? Do you know
Yeah,
how
true,
the lawyers get involved and
true.
backwards and forwards? So even if they're
Yeah.
going forward, it will be months and months in the making. But
But
sure,
this is
to
the
get a
type of
meeting is
character that could
incredible.
it's the type of character that could easily be put into a cartoon, right?
Yeah,
And do well. Because there is other characters as well. It's not just that. Like if you go to the
yeah. I
OpenSea,
saw this guy here.
yeah, there's like cats and aliens and gold bricks and like all sorts of different characters. But that's the main one.
Cool,
And
man.
yeah,
Yeah. So all the floor ones are this main guy. Let's go down a bit. But yeah, definitely a good project. It depends what mindset you in, Anthony. If you currently in a flipping mood,
he
like for the
sold
next
on
couple of weeks, if you're currently in the flipping,
sold
the
he
easy
sold on
compass,
the
was it that?
rumor. He
Good for
sold on
you.
the rumor.
Good for
Good
you.
call.
I was going to say, if you're in a flipping mood, get your ETH. Play in other, not too risky, but things. Try and make that 2 ETH into 5 ETH, and then if these guys dip a bit and go to 1.5 or 1 or somewhere around there, if Ethereum rises and that happens, there's your entry point. You're back in at 1, and you've turned that 2 that would have been sitting there into 5. But I did that. I did that notoriously with Doodles. And I sold at 3 ETH. I had bought in, I forget what I'd bought in. It was under an ETH. I sold at 3 ETH. I thought, no, this is too good to be true. And guys, it has never come down. It went straight to 14 ETH. And every day I was like, no, stop. Please stop there. I could deal with 2 ETH that I've lost. I could deal with 3. Fucking 11 Ethereum sitting on the table. It's hard. It's a
It
hard
is
pill
hard.
to swallow.
It is
And what
hard.
do I have to show for it? 100 new bits that are all sitting at 0.0. It's not true. I have made some good flips. I minted Zipsies and I sold both of them, and there are some good ones, but there are some shit ones. But
Yeah.
we do say literally one moon can cover 20 losses. Like you look at my Psychedelics Anonymous that I showed you, that's zero point 0.2 ETH turned into 6 Ethereum. That's a 30x. And so how many 0.1 ETH projects? That's 60 0.1 ETH projects is how you get to 6 ETH. So I could
Yeah.
literally have bought into 60 mints at 0.1, and just one of them has to hit to cover it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm in 2 mindsets at the moment.
It's a
A
big
part of me
numbers
just wants
game.
to,
It's always a
yeah,
numbers game,
it's
right?
like dating in the good old days. In
Yeah, or
the
fishing, right? When you
yeah,
cast more lines out and
that's
hopefully
exactly
let them
right.
hit. But you
So
should only
interesting
do
though.
that. You should only do that with money you're willing to lose, right? Not
Yeah,
financial advice. Do your
for
own
sure.
research.
Then we've got Hey Prime. So I do think it's important to know that it's always, hey Vinzo, it's always really, really difficult to live up to such big hype. What is going to be interesting is to see what happens with Invisible Friends. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's interesting because that's as hyped, more hyped in my opinion. It
Mm-hmm.
is going to go 10 plus. There is no doubt in my mind. 10 ETH floor plus. Then let's have a reveal. Reveal, I think, will be more successful, and let's see a month later. That's where it's interesting because I do think there's a bit more substance with Invisible Friends, but I'm going to take my own advice. I might sell my Invisible Friend pre-reveal. I
Pre-reveal.
might,
Yeah.
yeah,
It could be
I
worth
might.
it to like that's a lot of
10,
money, right?
10 ETH,
Like
bro.
that's huge.
But I listen. I got to get white. I got to get
Yeah,
whitelist
hopefully
first.
you get it. Yeah.
And then
I
here's the Hero Galaxy that we were talking about. Sorry, bro.
no, I was just gonna say that I think that when they they launch their 3D Invisible Friends, that'll be your last time you're gonna ever get a chance to get in. You know what I mean? Like that'll be like Bored
I
Apes
thought,
launching
you see,
mutants or something, you know?
I thought that the Invisible Friends was 3D,
No, the original mint is gonna be the 2D walking
but they look
animated.
3D-ish, no?
They have like depth to it, but they're actually
Yeah.
gonna do a 3D, like full, like
Wow.
high resolution 3D walking and everything. It looks pretty
Maybe
dope,
I
actually.
maybe I need a hold. I don't know, bro. This is where it comes a problem.
Yeah,
And also, I'll look into it. How long we'll do a thing on it. How long after this mint will the 3D be, and so on and so forth. And I'll make a decision. I'll let you guys know, and you'll help guide me, Morland, so that I don't do something too stupid.
don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's easier when you're not emotionally invested. If you
Yeah,
don't have 10 ETH on the line, you typically give me
true.
like sober advice, good
But
advice.
it's your 10 ETH. That puts way more pressure on me. If it was
Yeah,
my,
and you take it seriously, so that's why it's
I
good.
guess, yeah,
I'm
true.
saying you take that pressure, that responsibility, you take it seriously.
That's
That's
true.
why the other day on Tuesday when I did a show, and I was like, should I buy it? And I looked left and you weren't there. And it was like, oh, if Morland was here, he'd tell me to go for it, you know.
That's funny.
So Hero Galaxy, that's the other one we said is using the world token in their game. Hero Galaxy, a brand new collection. So if you're a bit late on grays, this one and the other one that we spoke about with lots of X's is a good one. Pixel Pets is a very interesting one to look into. I don't really know enough about it. There's also been quite a lot. Is this the one that was at a 1.5 ETH floor and there 3 ETH Dutch auction? Was that this one? No, I don't think so. Let me
No,
check.
that was Pixelmon, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
Pixelmon.
Okay. No.
It basically looks like a Minecraft server that already exists. It's
I wonder
literally,
how they
I'm
do.
not kidding, Philip. Like there
Hmm.
is already a Minecraft server out there that people play like Pokemon on, and like these monsters and whatever they're planning basically is that. Like I don't know. I wouldn't get in on this one personally. That's me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want
It
to
just,
FUD anyone's bags.
look, I'll be honest with you. If I were, no, because we got the show and we have to do right by everyone, it's different. There's a responsibility on us. But if I didn't have the show and I was starting an NFT project, and honestly, and I thought I could sell out at 20 ETH NFT, and I thought I could sell out a collection of 10,000, I would put it at 20. I know. I would.
Yeah, yeah.
Supply and demand. Someone wants to buy it. Great. If I sell the whole collection, great.
That's
When I'm
business,
on the
baby. That's
when I'm
business.
on the other side of the coin, and these guys are trying to raffle for 3 Ethereum each, I get angry.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I get both sides of it, but I do think projects that really care about the long term will have an affordable mint price. Even you look at Invisible Friends, they could
Mm-hmm.
mint at 5 ETH. I swear to God,
And
and
they'd
with
sell
ease they will
out.
sell out.
Yeah.
But you want to build that community. You want to have organic growth in the price. So that didn't sit so well with a lot of people. Imagine paying 3 ETH and minting
Mm-hmm.
2, which was the max. And now you're sitting there, you're just upset, bro. And you're going to
Yeah.
sell at a loss and never want to look at any project ever again, let alone this particular one.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely.
interesting. What were we going to look into? Someone asked us to look into.
Oh, Anatomy Science Ape Club? I I don't
Ah,
know
we're both
that one.
sharing it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
Rumples,
know that
we're
one.
reading the chat. Anatomy, that's the one that's got the skull. Let's go have a look at it. I've also heard rumblings of it in alpha groups. Good things, but I don't know anything about it. But we can just look at it together. It's the skull one. How do I spell it, Morland?
Oh,
ANATO. It's
Anatomy
this
A
top one.
N
Yeah, I
A.
got it.
Yeah, perfect.
I got it.
I
Oh
haven't even
wow,
seen
very
this one, to
easy,
be honest.
very early. These were at point 2 at a stage. Very good entry point. I wonder what's happened though. Yeah, you see, point 4 even. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Vinzo, do you know anything about it? Why is the floor so low?
Yeah, I have no idea what this project even is.
Well, let's
I've never
wait.
even seen it before.
Let's wait
Never
for
seen it
Vinzo.
before. Yeah. What's
Rumples,
what's the
the project.
project?
But we do have the right to say no.
Yeah.
So if this is your project, then don't even bother posting it. If we haven't heard of it before, we're not going to look into it on air. But
Yeah.
you're free to put it there if it isn't your own project and if you aren't involved in it. Otherwise, you can contact us on our Twitter and we can do a proper meeting together and see if it's something that we can cover and we comfortable in the team and make sure the team is fully doxed. Um, lack of utility.
Communication from devs, lack of utility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just trying to be a Bored Ape derivative, then like
You
what?
say that, but we just looked at Tasty Bones, which is a doodle derivative,
Yeah.
and we bullish on them. You know,
Yeah.
it sits well with people when they've seen something similar before. But if you're a great team with a great roadmap, it doesn't matter what this is, and we've seen that on so many projects. I mean, what was it? Loot. That one
Yeah,
that's just
and Bloot
words.
and Loot, Bloot, Sloot.
Yeah, but this
Like
was the
there's so
first one.
many of
Remember
them.
when these were 20 Ethereum?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Those were the
Those were
days.
the days. But I mean, if you tell me that this is artwork, I mean, it's got nothing to do with this. It's the demand and supply, the team, the roadmap, and the future plans. I just want to look at this activity. It was at
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
ETH, right?
Rumples, doxed means we know who they are. They're publicly visible to, like, you know who the person is and you know what they've worked on and done in the past.
So
So
they show on their website who the team is, but it's not like linked to Alpha Philip on Twitter. It's linked to Philip Kalinko on Twitter. It's got Philip Kalinko's LinkedIn, real names, pictures of me. So I'm not hiding anything. That's basically what it means to be doxxed. And you know that was less important 6 months ago, but with what's going on in the space at the moment, we will not be covering any projects that are not doxxed or mentioning them on the show at all because there's just too much risk these days with what's going on. But look at this, Morland,
yeah,
24 Ethereum.
for a bunch of how like 5 words on a black screen. So
I think
dumb.
you get 6 for if you
Oh,
pay
6.
24
Okay. You get 6. Okay.
we'll give you the 6th line for free. No, we're
Oh
both wrong.
man.
2, 4, 6, 8, bro. It should be at least 30 Ethereum.
It's one
But
of
again, it was the
one of the
first.
dumbest things I've ever.
No, so this was utility for the another for adventurers, and
Why?
this was like so if you're playing a game and this gives you extra stuff in that game, I don't know.
No, Vinzo, the team behind Bored Ape was not docs. They just sort of doxed themselves last week, I
A
think
couple
it
of weeks
was.
ago,
Yeah,
two or 3 weeks ago, yeah.
yeah.
But that
So
was a different time. That was
it
a
really
different
was.
time.
Yeah.
You would never have a project like literally. You would never have a team of anonymous people literally rolling out 4 to 5 projects a day with the intention of rug pulling. That was non-existent. You would have once in a while a project where Mint didn't go according to plan, and after trying their best for 3 months, they walked away. But with what's going on now, it's a different world. And yeah, if a team's not prepared to say, look, just because I'm saying this is my name, doesn't mean if it fails that I'm at fault. But you know, I'm trying, and why not put my name there unless I'm involved in 30 other projects that are known rug pulls in the space, and I'm trying to hide who I am.
Rumples
There's cool.
is just saying he's new to the NFT space and he found this project fairly early. So
Okay, Rumples, give us the name. Just give us the name
yeah.
and let us see what it is, and we'll look in the background and maybe pull it up. Just if that is the case, and I trust you completely, just put the name and let's just see what it is. And we very well might have heard of it already. What else have we got here?
Oh, I don't.
Kaiju Kings, big drama with their whitelist game. Is that them?
I don't know. I
It
haven't
was
heard
them.
that. I
Yeah,
haven't
bro, it
heard
was
that.
them. They have got Mutant Kings or something coming out, and they had a game that you could play. about 12 hours worth of playing. And whoever got the most points, maybe a leaderboard of 100, got whitelist. And guys grinded for 12 solid hours in their nappies, right? And then in their diapers for you Americans. And then it was rigged. So guys could rig it and without playing get points. And they've apologized and all this rest. But imagine 12 hours that you'll never ever
grinding
that you'll
some
never
game.
get back. Yeah.
We've been in the space since June, July of 2021. So I mean, it's not that long of a time, but when it comes to NFTs, you go through a lot. We've both seen quite a few different projects, different communities, some rug pulls, some slow rugs, some really great wins. And Philip is the resident flipping master. So, and that's her.
Oh, stuff it. So, Vince, I'm actually 14 years old, but because I've been in the space for 7 or 8 months, I've gone completely grey and I look about 40, but I'm actually 14. But it is like that. I mean, like, you know, we talk about projects like Lazy Lions and these guys, space punks and loot. I mean, no one's heard of this stuff, you know.
Rumple's a rug pull, not pool. Rug pull. So when they pull the rug out from under you, it's a fake project. They steal everyone's money. They close the server. No one gets anything out of it, and they're gone with your money. So yeah, you got to be careful of that stuff.
Never mind Lazy Lions. What about Top Dog Beach Club? That's a bigger test because everyone's heard of Lazy Lions. Top Dog Beach Club. I'm still a holder. Monkey Bet DAO, which was by Alex Becker, and everyone thought was going to be the best thing since sliced cheese, and it's not. Yeah, but lots. I mean, I just have to look at my hidden folder and I'll be able to show you lots of projects, right? Women Rise. I got out of this. I got in early and I took my profits, but this one's definitely showing some legs. And not just a short-term pump. I mean, I've been watching it all the way from point one. I'm really, really quite not negatively surprised, but it's incredible in a couple of weeks that it's sitting here and it doesn't have wild swings. So there's definitely stuff going on here and worth looking at for sure. Even the owner distribution is amazing for a new project. 57% is very, very bullish for a new project.
What's the Acrocalypse? I've seen that one pop up. It's like an alpha thing, right? Like I think if you own it, you're gonna get some like bot type, like what you use on OpenSea. Like I think that's what they're trying to develop. I think. I haven't seen much on it.
I own one of these.
Okay.
I know nothing about it. I remember which alpha group was talking about it, Nifty Alpha, and they were talking quite highly of it. But again, I mean, I do trust those guys. Obviously, there's a time when two of them come in and they're both just holding a bag and they're like, ooh, buy this, right? And he's like, yeah. But when like you got 50, 60 people in that Discord all saying the same thing, it's usually good.
Thanks for stopping by, Rumples. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. No pressure, but it really does help us out. And we're come into
our Discord.
Yeah,
you're welcome in our Discord. We've got a lot of there's what's called the show library, about 20 articles all about different utilities and how to set up a hardware wallet and a million different things. So the Discord link is on YouTube. You got to, if you're watching from another platform, you got to come onto YouTube in the about section on YouTube or on our banner on our main page. It also has the Discord link, and you're welcome and love to see you there.
I'm just gonna drop it in the I'm gonna drop it in the description as well, because I did not do that before the show. So we're gonna have the description in the description. You're gonna have the Discord link as well. So give me a second to do that, guys.
Yeah, you do it. I want to carry on looking. I can't believe my story with NFT Worlds. I haven't even told you, Morland.
What happened?
Oh man, I minted NFT Worlds, and I never wanted to sell, and They were at a 3.5 Ethereum floor price. This was over December, and I didn't mint, but I had secondary bought worldwide webland, and I thought I want to get rid of one of my two metaverse ones to get some liquidity, and I wanted to sell worldwide webland. And they were sitting at about 1.1 ETH, and I listed it at 1.05. I wanted to get some liquidity quickly, and I then went to swim with the kids or whatever, and I came back and I'd listed my NFT worlds.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, and I had sold my NFT worlds. I did get the first airdrop, so I had gotten half an ETH. And since I minted it, I keep telling myself I did make about an ETH on it, but I really had no intention of selling it. But what did I do then? I bought straight back in
Yeah.
because I really believed in it. And it really makes me very happy. I mean, I'm not going to cry, but to see it at 13 Ethereum, so I can forget my 2 ETH loss. I was really devastated. I was really angry with myself. It was, I quickly wanted to list it and then go do. I'm being pulled in a million directions. It was the holidays for the kids.
You got to pay attention. That's why you got to focus on what you're doing when you're dealing with this stuff. It's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough. Rumples, yeah, we did do a video on that project. I'm not going to say it out loud. It was, we got fooled. That happens, right? Like we've been in the space for a while now, and we did our research and we thought it looked good, and it ended up not being a great project. And again, we warned everyone in our Discord after that.
Before the mint.
Before the mint,
when we saw that there were red flags. You see, the thing is, the challenge is that we try to find projects very early for you guys that we think are going to be good projects, so that you have a chance to get into Discord, get whitelist, and all the rest. So we typically are in alpha groups trying to find the next big project early, like you mentioned, Morland, the garbage. The garbage run with invisible friends. Yeah. So that's really early. It's a week old. Even Kunimals, we bought it early, and then even in today's show we said, guys, there's been red flags on Kunimals, and we've put a huge note. We've got a Kunimals channel. Every project we cover has got a channel in our Discord, and as we develop things, so what is visible to us today versus what we know 2 weeks later is always very, very different. And, I think we've covered, Morland, correct me if I'm wrong, 60 upcoming projects. We do about
like
6.
We do about 6 I don't know. I've lost track.
For 8 weeks, something like 50 upcoming projects.
Yeah.
And we have had 2 so far that have ended up being a problem. So look, it happens to the best of us, but that's also why we've now started saying we're not interested unless the team stocks, because that is one of the things. And we'll finish with this, the red flags. And let me show you
I'll keep talking. Like Rumples, you mentioned you don't know how they get that big of an audience. Like they pay for followers in their Discord or bots to look like there's a lot of people in their Discord. They pay for Twitter bots to look like they have a lot of followers.
You can buy a Twitter account today with however many users you want.
Followers. You dump money into, like when you think about it, if you sell out a 10,000 collection at whatever the price is, you're walking away with millions of dollars.
$20 million if it's a 0.25 ETH.
Yeah. So and a lot of these ones that are rug pulls, they're trying to get as much money as they can right away. So they'll charge you 0.25, whatever. They'll walk away with $20 million. They're okay with dumping a couple thousand into a really great Instagram marketing campaign or a really great influencer campaign. Right. And then when it comes to mint day, everyone mints, and then they peace out with your money.
You also get a slow rug where they then stay around after mint, and then they launch a secondary collection that you get whitelist for, and a third, but they've got no long-term intention. I just want to show what I'm saying about our Discord. So if you look here, for anyone who's brand new to the NFT space, we've got something called the show library. And that's got here, what is an NFT? What is OpenSea? Anything that's green over here is your basics. And then how to do project research. The DAOs explained, the applications of NFT, so you're getting a bit deeper. Red is advanced, so Sandbox, Decentraland, what is it? So, I mean, if you just click here, just for an example, and then it will tell you about it and give you links on what Decentraland is, what is an ICO, when you hear about ICOs, and then have normal things like a hardware wallet, security tips. But what I want to show you is every single project that we cover in the show has got its own channel that is visible to anybody in our Discord, right? And there, if we go to Kunimals, and we don't delete anything because we've got nothing to hide. And at the time, not Kunimals, what was the Mars Billionaire Club?
Billionaires, yeah.
So this was before Mint. Here, a few days before Mint. And I said to everyone, I tagged everyone, and I said to them, I'll read it in case you can't see it. I'm less bullish on this one than I was when we reviewed it. There have been allegations of heavily botted Discord and Twitter from numerous sources. Also, the music on their videos from Kanye West, and they don't have the rights to use it. The more I keep an eye, the more rushed it seems. The more red flags are popping up for me. They're minting soon. Please be very wary of this one. So obviously we can't, like, within a day do another video, and even if we do, the people that have seen that first video might not see the second video. We also have channels in the Discord called Security Alerts. We also have a link to NFT Ethics Twitter, that as they post, NFT Ethics tweets are in our Twitter. So we're really doing everything we can to bring real life information to everyone as soon as we can. But it's only natural out of 60 projects that we're going to get a couple that we think are good. Another example of it was that one where the artists were doxxed, but no one else was doxxed.
Oh, the Meta Penguin, or
yeah,
Meta Penguin,
the Penguin Island.
Meta Penguin Island, yeah. They
has that been confirmed as a rug pull?
No, but it's just not doing as well as we expected it to, right?
Yeah, but there were a lot of red flags that came after.
Yeah, after we did the video, we started noticing a few things. The biggest one for me was that billboard they posted in their Discord. They posted a billboard in their Times Square, the biggest billboard in New York City, supposedly had their ad on it, and it looked very Photoshopped to me. And you dove into their tweets on that, and the whole all the tweets on it were saying, you know, that's fake, that doesn't look real. Here's a link to the actual you can watch on live stream, you can watch what is on that billboard, and it wasn't there. So those red flags were things that we
also, you know,
and that came up literally the day of Mint, all this stuff, right? It's tough.
Hate Beast had 250,000 legitimate in their Discord, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Every other project after that claimed to have 250,000 in their Discord, new project, is absolute bullshit. And, you know, I know that you can bot a server very, very easily. You want a Discord with 250,000, your guy can do it for you. It's so easy. So yeah, Discord numbers unfortunately cannot be trusted, and Twitter numbers cannot be trusted. You're looking for real engagement on Twitter, real and proper, and you've got to dig deep for that. Not just likes. You got to go into the comments. You got to see who's commenting. What are they saying? Does it make sense? Is it a robot? And even if it's a bit weird, click on the person who commented and see how many followers they have and how many tweets they have. And if all they're doing is tweeting on 3D rug pulls, then you know that it's so there's ways, but you got to really dig. You can't just take any more. You used to be able to take things at face value. If I said, hi, I'm Philip, I'm starting a project, you believed I was Philip and I'm starting a project. With what's happened in the last 4 weeks with these rug pulls being 5 or 6 a day, that's no longer the case. You have to really dig deep, and that's what we've started doing more of as we've realized that this is what's going on.
And we're not saying Meta Penguins Island is a rug pull, but
it's a slow rug.
The fact that they didn't sell out. That was an almost 9,000 piece collection. They only sold 3.2 thousand. And yeah, it's just all the red flags. The fact that they didn't sell out when they had 300,000 people in their Discord and 400,000 Twitter.
And the other thing,
make sense.
On the day that we were worried about Moreland, you just made me remember. They said they had 72,000 people raffle.
Yeah, it was a raffle. It was a raffle to mint, if you didn't get whitelist, you had to enter their raffle.
And they just had a graphic.
72,000 separate wallets. And then no one
At
minted?
some stage, no, but even when we saw that 72,000, we were like, no, that's bullshit. That's impossible. And it's no way. And I mean, it just, and so what? And we have the Queen of England, who is now our ambassador. I mean, come on. It's serious. At some point, it just gets ridiculous.
I just want to address Rumples quickly. If you have conviction in that project, it doesn't matter that they don't have a huge following and that they're trying to grow it organic. Personally, I think that's great. So if you believe in the project, get involved in their Discord, ask questions. If it's a small community, their founders will want to engage with you, right? And that's a good sign. And it depends when they're planning to mint. Like if they're minting 3 days from now, maybe wait. But if they haven't announced their mint date and they're still just trying to grow,
he's saying they want to grow organically. That implies to me that they're not rushing mint. And those are usually great projects. Who's to say that they won't have 20, 30,000 real followers? You know, truly, if you've got a Discord that's been going for 3 months and you've now got 15,000 people in there that are real people and that are invested, that's better than any 250,000 botted Discord that you'll ever get with maybe 1,000 or 2,000 real people in it. That's what you want, you know. Sure. And those little communities can become big communities. That's what's Grey Boys. Grey Boys was a tiny Discord before NFT Worlds. They're now sitting at a 2 ETH floor. But typically these smaller non-hyped projects do take longer once they mint. They do take longer to mint. They also take longer once they mint to get the recognition and to get the momentum. That is what happens. So it is a longer play, like Moreland, your Lost Boys. That's a perfect example. They are constantly, slowly growing.
Still working. Today, actually, I completely forgot. Today, they had an announcement in their Discord. Refresh your metadata. They turned your 2D Lost Boy into a 3D Lost Boy. Just did it. And you still keep your 2D. So
has the floor risen?
Actually, I haven't checked. Let me
check it. I've got a question here from Vinzo. What projects am I invested in? All right, Vinzo, let me show you. It's a lot easier.
You're going to see
all right, so we're going to extend the show by another 2.5 hours.
The Lost Boys floor has gone up a little bit, cut like 0.2, 0.3, but sales are picking up, activity's picking up, so that's cool. It's cool to see.
And there's often a delay between a good thing and a bad thing. All right, Vinzo, we're going to do a very, very quick overview, boy. Cami Tribe, I bought today. Clementine's Nightmare, I bought today. Torix, I minted today. Psychedelics Anonymous was a free mint with the other psychedelics. I got 2 free 3D Digidragons for the 2 Genesis Digidragons. Skuxverse, we covered today, is a good play because of the world token. Candy something hasn't revealed yet was a Degen play. Cosmic Trippies, I got these for Paradise Trippies as a free drop, which is a very small community that I really believe in, with the artist from Bullseum, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or Bulls on the Block, which is also an OG project that I'm a holder of. WVRBS, very bullish on this long term. Ali's NFT has reappeared, very bullish on the long term, as long as they are okay with OpenSea. Project Risaru recently. Pixel Vampire was free for my sneaky vampire syndicate that I hold. And guys, I mean, I could really be here a long time. This was a free mint, these 3. And
I think they just want to. I think they just want to see your mutant. They just want to see the mutant.
My mutant is in my hardware wallet, people.
Gotta keep those safe.
I've got my NFT Worlds in my hardware wallet. I've got a Pet Hooligan in my hardware wallet, but I've got another Pet Hooligan here somewhere. And I've got a Lazy Lion in my hardware wallet. And I've got another Lazy Lion here somewhere. But yeah, guys, I've got a lot of NFTs. The OG ones will be at the bottom here. Let's show you. The OG ones will usually be at the bottom or hidden because they've gone to 0. And we always say 9 out of 10 projects with the best intentions will not succeed. And that, you know, as you have been in communities that you were really bullish on and you see that they're not around anymore. So what are my OGs? Okay, they're not even sorted in that order. But here I've got 2 Doges that I'm sitting on. That's the Top Dog Beach Club. Sup, Ducks. Sup to all my ducks. Janky Haste, which we covered a few times and I love. Rebel Bots, which we've spoken about at a good entry point still of 0.3. And it just shows I've got conviction. Anything we've covered, I've bought into or have. Our friends at Space Punks, where Morland, me, and Chris actually help them and work for them on Launchpad projects. This is quite an interesting play, a very long-term play. They've got a very impressive 3D drop coming in about 3 months' time. Greycraft 2.
Greycraft. Okay.
It's a very long-term play, but what they are planning is incredible. So I'm happy to hold it. I've been in it for 2 weeks, and the floor actually hasn't moved from where I bought it. But you know, I have some flips that could go either way that I list straight away at 2x. I have some that I know are going nowhere, but will go somewhere in 2 or 3 months. And then I have ones where I think are going to immediately or in the next couple of weeks go places. My Boss NFTs.
You got your Chibi Ape down there too.
Yeah, and my original Chibi, my Genesis, is in my hardware as well. Basically, anything I know I'm never selling is in my hardware. Crypto Hobos, Galaxy Eggs, Galactic Apes, which I think are hugely undervalued. I mean, they were at a 1 ETH floor, but I always think that, and sometimes those projects go to zero, and that's part of it. But they've got so much planned, and it's a real pity. And I do think.
Your crypto dad as well.
Yeah,
how are they doing? I haven't even seen what's going on with them.
They were the most hyped project when they came out.
I wanted one so bad, and then I just
bought and I sold and I bought and I sold and I bought again at 2 ETH or something stupid.
I forgot about them until I just saw yours, to be honest.
These I'm quite bullish on Woodies. They took them a long time to sell out, but they have got an amazing team. So that actually is what Vinzo was asking, right? Or sorry, Rumples was asking, you know. Yeah, but or I'm a degen. You know, I logged into X2Y2. These guys are similar to Loot. So basically, not Loot.
Looks rare.
Yeah. So it's a new marketplace where if you list 5 NFTs with them, they have to be NFTs with a certain amount of volume on OpenSea. So you can't just list your like really shit ones. And they have to be cheaper than the price on OpenSea. So I listed a couple of mine. You see, yeah, it's connected to my hardware wallet.
Oh,
there's my NFT Worlds. There's my Lazy Lion. There's my Chibi Genesis. There's my Pet Hooligan. There's my Cybercon. There's a Doge Pound. And there's my Mutant. So anyone who doubted it, and this, I didn't even realize this was connected to there. Anyone who doubted it, there it is. Here's my baby. I don't know why it actually connected to my hardware wallet because I'm not
still plugged in.
I know it's not plugged in.
That's
obviously
weird.
If I try, I'll just show you. If I try sell it, it won't work. See, it won't let me do it. But there's my Mutant. So those are my ones that I'm holding long term.
How much did you get from this website when you?
Okay, so I got it's capped at. So basically, you connect your wallet that you want to list stuff. You list 5 items at least 0.001 cheaper than what they listed on OpenSea, if they listed on OpenSea, making sure that they are collections that have got some volume. Okay, you then are able to get your rewards for it. Oh, guys, because I'm not plugged in.
Your wallet.
Let me try and switch it because I would really like to show you guys. Is that exit? Yeah. Okay. So let me just change this here and go main and do that and close this and see if now. Once you've listed 5 of them. Okay. Let's see which wallet it is. If this is still the other one, I'm not going to do it. NFT listings. So it's capped at 1,000. So I listed a couple, and I got 1,000 X2Y2 tokens. That's what it's capped at. But the reason I bring it up is that when it saw what I've traded on OpenSea in volume, it said you fall in the top 0.1% of all traders, and I thought that's not a compliment. Like I have a serious issue. You know, if I'm spending so much time and so much money on JPEGs, then I've got a serious issue. So I didn't take that as a compliment. I did sell straight away. More than just share again. I just want to
Top
I just want
DJ
to,
and Philip.
yeah, guys. And I'll tell you something, I'm very lucky. And I was down before this last bull run. But in the last bull run, I did there's different apps, and we have covered it. We've got a video NFT tools. There's one website that shows you what you've spent, what you've realized in gains for things that you've sold, and what the floor price of the things that you haven't sold is. And you can add those three together. And I'm before the little dip now, I was 30% up, which I was impressed. That includes gas. It takes everything into account. I was 30% up. Now the blue chips have dipped about 30% in the last 2 weeks. So I haven't done that since. I'm a bit scared. But there are some that have pumped for me in those 2 weeks, like NFT Worlds and Psychedelics Anonymous. So who knows? But yeah, I mean, I did sell out of some at that point. Others I've held. But this is the floor price here, ETH, $1.40 per token. I got out at $1.60. They were sitting at $4 because what happened was yesterday they paused it for 24 hours.
Yeah, no one could exchange,
Yeah,
right? I
and
saw that.
so people were listing and earning for listing their NFTs. They were earning there, but they could not actually convert it or claim it. And that's why there's been such a dump today, because everyone's been irritated and waiting. I do think that, like looks, this might be one worth holding on. So, I mean, the clever play for me, instead of converting it all to Ethereum, which is what I did, the clever play would have been, it was about 0.6 ETH, would have been to convert zero point 0.4 to Ethereum, free money, and put 0.2 that
The
you could
rest, see
stake.
what happens.
You could stake some.
Oh, you
And
could.
that would, yeah, and very similar to Looks Rare. And it's a nice website. I mean, you know, it's very hard to take on OpenSea. They've really developed some tools. I mean, this is quite good. They've got the high to low, the ending soon. I wonder if you can see traits. You can. This one seems really, just from a very quick look and listing some items, seems quite good. It was down today as well, like OpenSea. I mean, again, with the complexity that's going on OpenSea, when thousands of collections are launching, tens of thousands of NFTs that are being written to the blockchain and shown on OpenSea, it is going to go down. But yeah, I mean, interesting to see where these go. Looks Rare is doing really well. Hey, Morland.
Yeah, they've been. I've seen more and more, like major projects listing that on their websites, right? Like where it would normally just be the OpenSea logo to buy on the secondary, they have OpenSea and Looks Rare. So yeah, lots of people are using it, and
Yeah.
projects
And the
wise, lots of people are using it.
nice thing about looks is if you buy or sell on it, you get tokens for transacting on the platform.
Oh, I didn't actually even know that.
Yeah, they've actually gone down
Interesting.
a lot, Morland. They've gone down a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, the platform itself has been out for what, a month and a half, right? Like
Yeah.
let it figure itself out. Like OpenSea doesn't even have a token, so screw them. You know what I mean? Like,
I hope I get one. I mean, bro, SOS I got an ETH. Looks Rare I got an ETH. This new one I got half an ETH. I
like
mean, that's
my
two and a
yeah
half ETH.
yeah, and my point, like even if you're not like you said, you're earning the token from using it and making sales on their site,
Yes.
right? Like OpenSea doesn't do that for you,
No, but I
so.
think they're going to launch something big. I don't know
Yeah, but
anything.
if Looks Rare is done it and is doing it and is doing it well, and people are slowly going over there, then I mean it's good for them to have competition. OpenSea,
You know
right?
what's
Like
nice
it's
about, I agree, competition is always healthy. You know what's nice about looks? You can bulk list items and bulk
okay.
buy. Did you know
Wow.
that?
No, I didn't
So
actually.
let's say I want to get into, let's just take one that is not crazy. I don't know. I don't want to go like a big one. I just want to, these are all the big ones because it's the top. Okay, I love
Yeah.
mutants. Fuck it. Okay. All right. So I might have to connect my wallet, but you can basically say, I want 10 of them and I'll take the floor 10. Thank
Wow.
you. Like a genie sweeps type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can do that here.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Look here. Make collection offer. Okay. So you're making an offer on an item in this collection is valid for only one NFT purchase. It will expire sometime soon. And then, okay, so this
Oh,
is
this is
actually
the
different.
offer, yeah.
Okay, so this is, you can say, I will put a point a 15 Ethereum offer on every single NFT in this collection.
Okay.
That's what that is. But there is
And
a
if
way.
somebody wants to accept it, they'll say
Then
yes.
the first person says yes, you
And
get
it's
it, and
sold.
everyone else's 15 falls away.
Okay.
So that's cool, because on OpenSea, you actually have to go to each and every one and put your offer in there. I'm
Interesting.
going to put a stupid offer of 15 ETH on this one, and then
Yeah,
you
this one, this one,
approve.
this
And
one. Yeah, no,
yeah,
that makes sense.
that's really cool. Really
That
cool.
is, it is.
And I
Wow.
actually think I'm going to start doing that more. So instead of like, all right, I don't have
If it's
enough
just a
ETH to
flip,
do.
if it's just
I
a
was going
flip
to do a
too,
clone
right?
X, bro. At 10, I want to do clone X at 10 ETH, but I've only got 4 ETH in this wallet, or 3 point something. So I'm not going to do it. But I will do it when I've got enough ETH, because I want to clone X,
Yeah.
and I don't want to pay more than 10 Ethereum.
And
So I'll let you know how that
somebody
goes
will
down.
grab it probably, right? Like, well, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
You never
I mean,
know,
it
right?
could
Like,
be.
and this, it will probably, I don't know, maybe it won't ping everyone, but like, there's probably people out there that mint their original NFT, they hold it in their wallet and go about their day doing their thing. They're not checking every single day on the floor price, whatever. They might see an offer that comes through at 10 ETH and be like, oh shoot, I paid whatever for this. Yeah, sure, I'll sell it. But then they didn't actually know what the true floor price was, right? So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
For sure. My brother, I think let's just cover a few of
Yeah,
these comments quickly, and then
for
we got to
sure.
go, because
Yeah,
this
it's
is
been a
our
while.
longest
This is the
show by
longest one
ever.
we've done.
1.5 hours we've been going. I need a wee. So let's just answer, because I don't want to leave anyone hanging. So let's just see here. You read them, Molly. You know
Okay,
my eyes
so
on the break.
for most of the NFTs that you bought, why did you choose to invest in them? For the long term, to flip them, artwork. Me personally, yeah, it's been a mixture of things. I've tried to buy things for a flip and it's blown up in my face. I've tried to buy things that I believe in long term, because of the art, because of the actual team behind it and what they're delivering. So yeah, it's a mix for me, and I feel like
for me too.
yeah.
These days, after 8 months of trying to flip and whatever, I really only flip now if I've got whitelist. So if I have whitelist for a project, I wait. I don't mint. I wait to see, and I watch it really carefully. Number one, how many are being minted? Number two, how many are being sold on OpenSea? Number three, what is the floor price? And is the floor price going up or down on the sales? Are people listing lower and lower, or are people listing higher and higher? Are the sales getting lower and lower, or higher and higher? And how many sales are there versus how many listings are there at the same sort of price range? And then you can say, okay, look, this collection is definitely going up in the very short term. I'm going to mint whatever I can, 1, 2, 3, and I'll list one straight away at 2x, and then I'll wait and I'll see how it's going. If I see it's starting to go down, I'll list another at the similar price. If it's going up, I'll list another at 3x. And so that's my flipping these days. I do not sit on IC tools anymore. I haven't been in there for about a week. It's like, I don't do that, because often you are late to the pump. And also, it's very difficult to get an idea. You could be looking at something that's been traded 1,000 times, and you don't realize that it was actually a free mint. And you end up in the floor's 0.1, and you buying in, whereas everyone there is selling because they've just paid
money.
zero, and you stuck when it goes back down to zero. So I'm not interested in doing flips like that anymore. My flipping is only mint flips, and the rest is long term. Or if I have alpha, that big news is coming. So we knew with Grey Boys that not many people knew about Grey Boys. We knew it was the team from NFT Worlds. We knew that they were planning things with NFT Worlds with it, and that's when we brought it to you guys on the show, and it was 0.3 Ethereum. So yeah, I also, it's such a good question. So I don't want to miss one other thing. I also buy into projects that are new concepts. So I bought Generative Dungeons when they were 0.3, and I held it because it's the first on-game NFT. And anything that's a new type of meta in the space, like NFT Worlds was the first of its type. That's why I was so bullish on it. And the team delivers. I mean, they are busy all the time, and they are a very capable team with background in the space. So it's a mixture of stuff. I like buying collectibles, so things that have never happened before. I like buying it whether it goes up or down, and I'm happy to hold it. But also, if I believe in a team or projects, I'll buy it and to hold it long term as well.
It really depends on your risk appetite too, right? And what you're willing to invest. So, yeah.
Okay, next question.
So, if the founders are speaking and trying to grow organically and not rushing mint, that means they're probably a good project to look into.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, yeah. And again, no one's forcing you to mint, right? Like, you're doing your research and you can wait and see. And if you're early enough, you're probably going to get put on that whitelist, which Philip just spoke about. That gives you that time to see, okay, how's this doing, or whatever, right? Or you may just want to support them and mint the NFT. I don't know the situation, right? Like, it depends on what, like I just said, it's your own risk tolerance and what you want to do with your money. So.
What's the website? I think you mean our Discord. It's linked. It's linked in our YouTube description.
Yep.
This is our Discord here. The reason I actually came into here was to show you specifically the Red Flags channel that we've created because of what's happening. And as a community, we add to this. So thanks, Morland. So number one is an undoxed team. Gone are the days where a team can justify not telling us who they really are. Number two, Discord with huge numbers in them. So a good way to check is actually to see how many of those 300,000 people are actually currently online. And that will give you a much better idea, maybe 20%. So if you see 800 people online, times that by 5. That Discord probably has 4,000 people. Okay? High mint prices, right? Obviously, we're not talking about invisible friends, Clementine's Nightmare, projects that are fully doxed, or, and it's not one of these things alone. It's if a project has a few of these red flags, the more of these red flags it has, the more careful you got to be. And the opposite of this is true as well. So let's put a positive spin on it. If the team is doxed, that's a really good sign. If the Discord has a reasonable number of people, so when I compare the here it says that we've got 118 normal people and 46 OGs, so 160 people. Then I come here, 34 of them are online. Times that by 5, 150. That works. That makes sense. That's what you want. So it can have 100,000 people, but I want to see 20,000 people online at any particular stage then. If it has a reasonable mint price, it's probably that's a good sign for a project. These raffle systems as of late are probably a red flag. And I've actually noticed more so, especially when they say you will find out if you've won that raffle when it comes time to mint, connect your wallet and go and see if you've won. Instead of a real community will say, after the raffle, we will let you go to our website before mint and check whether you've been raffled or not. The reason they don't want to show you is because they don't want you to see how many people that they've whitelisted, everyone that raffled, right? Because they want as many of you to mint at 0.4 as possible, and they don't care if it sells out in 5 minutes, even if you've got whitelist. So yeah, short whitelist minting period is always a red flag. So if they say you've got 2 hours to do your whitelist, go jump in the lake. I'm not interested. Thank you. No, really, because that shows that they've got something to hide.
Yeah, and they're trying to rush you and force you to make a decision based off the hype and all that noise. And I agree. Completely agree.
Claims of billboards. We added that because of Meta Eagle, right?
The Meta Penguins,
yeah.
But also true too. There are teams that will do that. Will do some kind of billboard marketing, but we're talking like billboards that would cost millions of dollars.
The electronic ones under the NASDAQ sign.
The biggest sign in New York City. Like, come on. And even if you could afford that and it's real, that's the biggest waste of money ever. Like, no one's buying an NFT after looking off of a billboard.
100%. then a Discord that bans people for asking valid questions. They just want to muzzle you. If you're an inconvenience, they'll just get rid of you. There's 1,000 more of you. They don't care about you. You will not bring FUD to my Discord. That sort of thing that you don't want. That you want founders that will answer anything, that have got all the time in the world, as long as you're not coming in there and swearing at people and being stupid like that, like being aggressive and for no reason. Then yeah. But if you come in and you start asking, guys, have you thought of doxing yourselves, so revealing who you are, and you get booted, that I'm 99% sure that that's a project you don't want to be involved in. When a project seems to be in a massive rush to get to mint, so separate to the fact that they give you a small whitelist window, they want to mint as soon as possible, because they know the longer they're there, the more chance they have of being discovered that they are the team that has been doing this, or part of the team, or whatever. When you see projects, and this doesn't mean a rug pull, this one necessarily, this is more, it's time to get out. So when you see projects that are fixated on the floor price, every competition has got to do with raising the floor. If they're telling you if you're a paper hand, they're gonna you'll lose all your benefits. All the communication is just the floor price, the floor price, the floor price. Doesn't mean it's a rug. What it does mean is that they're panicking, and temporary measures to increase the floor price will never be sustainable. The floor price cannot be propped up by the project. Sweeping the floor is silly. You're not doing anything long term. You've got to bring value and bring excitement to your holders, that they don't want to sell that NFT, because there is so much coming up. Bored Ape's got their token. Cool Cats just had their Cool Pets. There's so much cool stuff coming up. You'd be stupid to sell. That's what they want to create. And if they do that, the floor price organically goes up. Okay. Massive Twitter following with a small amount of real comments. We've spoken about that tonight. Hiding what's actually going on behind the scenes. Right? So if they tell you we're having problems, we'll get back to you on the mint day. Instead of saying, look, guys, this is the problem that we've had. This is what we're trying to do to fix it. Why is there all these cloak and mirrors if you've got nothing to hide? A channel that says bots banned with an amount, especially when there's a huge amount of people in the Discord. Yeah, I mean, that's neither here nor there, to be quite honest. Because all we're saying here is that I could right now, with you guys watching, make this wording, a separate line saying bots banned, and say 500,000. It's text. I could do that with you guys watching. If I didn't need such a I would do it for you. Number 3, aggression of any type by team members in Discord is usually not good, especially if it's the founders. So, a mod could be having a bad day. It's like if you go into a shop and the shop attendant is rude to you, and you ask for the manager, and the manager tells you to go fuck yourself. Then you've got to be worried about that shop. Right? Yeah. If you go into the shop and the shop attendant is rude to you, and you go to the manager, he says, I'm so sorry, and we'll sort this out, then that's sort of okay. But if you've got the manager or the owner or the founder of the project being rude, and also lack of humility. They haven't even launched yet, and it's like he walks around as if
we're the next Bored Ape, or we are Bored Ape.
That sort of talk is always a red flag, because it's just not realistic. It's taken Bored Ape 9 months and solid work and a massive community, and in order to get to where they are. To think that there's a project that can come and get to 100 ETH floor price unless they're Azuki is very, very unreasonable.
Yeah.
And lastly, on this list so far, and we keep adding to it, a roadmap that has everything on it. So we're going to give you the metaverse. We're going to give you staking. We're going to do a DAO. We're going to give you royalties. We're going to do charity. We're going to do a game. We're doing a comic. We're doing a TV show. No, they're not. Okay.
Have a vision, have an actual plan, and maybe those come down the line. But you can't have all of that. You can't have it all.
For sure. So guys, that's where it's at. We also do here security alerts, just because that came up in this channel. So anytime we see anything that's potentially a rug, we're posting it here. There was a whole lot of talk about Serial Club. It was posted here before mint, telling everyone do not mint. So yeah, we're trying our best as stuff comes to us to reveal it as soon as we do. And then I've since created a channel here, which I just created before the show, and then we must go, Moreland. I don't know where I put it because it's a new channel. Hold on. Security alerts, NFT ethics tweets. So this is that project that they
Live
looking all
tweet.
day for rugs. Now, if they post from now on, there's an automatic web hook that will put it here, just like we've got the web hook to our tweets that come through. So yeah, come into our Discord, guys. Again, the link is in the description of every video, the about section on our YouTube, and the top of our YouTube. I gotta go. We have a good weekend.
Same. See you guys. Peace.
Ciao.